Okay, so the first thing to do is work out what screws in where. There's one here, and one over here. Obviously that refers to the one here, the one... Is it really? The one that's hidden behind this. From my eye at the moment, it looks like I'm going to have to take this off. That will mean I have to take that off, which means I have to undo this just to get to this. There has got to be a hole in there. The Japanese are cleverer than that, aren't they? Hello, and you join me on the floor. It's going to be a bit difficult for me to point it out, but basically... That's the wrong size. No, I was wrong. I can't get an Allen on it. So... I have no option than to take off a lot of stuff. I was so convinced this was going to be a really easy one. I didn't consider the fact that the design of this would cause such problems. Possibly the hardest one of these I've had to film because of the angle of everything, so I'm sorry if this isn't too clear. I'm trying to make it as clear as I can. Ow! Damn. My left hand is not perfect since the crash still. I think that's enough to access what I couldn't get to. Here it is. Yes! It's a really long thread as well. Christ. Ah. What a moment. Right, another one back here. Guarantees to be a 10mm. God, that's good, otherwise I'll look like an idiot then. So that's still held on by something. It feels like a push pin. I can't see it. Where are you? We have a stubborn push pin. Oh, it was a screw one. Well, they're plastic, they can take it. Okay, so what I'm wondering now is, do we have to take anything else out to fit this in? Let's double check they didn't supply anything and I'm just being blind. And there you go, exactly what I was after. Yeah, exactly what I was after. Similar, like a hose clamp, and yeah, exactly. And there's even instructions, so I'll check those out. But there you go. Skidmarx. Queef! Fix the inner chain guard position using the M6 head screw with the penny washer fit through leg and into board. No hanger, do not fully tighten. Blah 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 stuff and things we're working out. The thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some tunes on and I'm going to have a bit of a clean up in this here area. Okay, no, seriously, there has to be some sort of skill in doing this, and I seem to be able to do it perfectly every time. Anyway, right, I left you a few moments ago, a while ago, saying I was going to give things a clean up. Well, I ended up going for a bit further than that and actually doing the wheels and everything, because everything's filthy back here. In the video removing the decals, people said to me, why don't you just use brake line or brake cleaner to remove the stickers, and why didn't you use this and why didn't you use that? The glue was so thick that it would just make more of a mess if I'd started melting it. It was better to just get it off at once. Why did I not show myself trying to use this, which I did? Because A, it didn't work very well, and B, I can't really show people doing something like that because this is really not a good thing to put anywhere near your paint. And as much as all of us do it, you wouldn't necessarily advise someone to do it because if they mess up their stuff, you're going to then feel responsible. That's why sometimes I don't do what we all know is kind of the most obvious thing. It's because I can't risk someone doing it and then saying, oh, well, look what I've done. You understand? But yeah, brake cleaner is the shizzle when it comes to getting glue off, getting grease off, getting a lot of stuff sorted. Probably even sort some people out. It'd be like mace if you need it to be. People also said to me you should have used a silicone scraper. I don't have one. I do though have the lid to the muck off polish. Yeah, it's working a treat. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to keep going around with brake line cleaner, cleaning off all the grease, then using a bit of muck off speed polish just to shine it up and leave a bit of wax on it. And then I'll rejoin when I'm actually at the point of refitting that hugger. I have read the instructions now, because I thought, let me see, just have a quick read, and this does come out. So it appears to be a push pin this side. The functional point of a hugger, I think, is to just, you know, give you a bit more of a mud guard, but I think generally, apologies if I'm wrong on this, they tend to just be used for looks. Cool. But that also means I've now got to clean up around the bit of this that I didn't get to before because I didn't know I was taking it off. So catch me again in a minute. Right, what have we got here? Got a clip and a hose clip. Some washers. Two of these, one of those. Right, well that one's tarty and that goes with that one obviously, like that. When I say tarty it just makes it look better. And it fits, and the thread's right and everything, it fits good, so I'm just going to loosely do that up because that should let me know which other bits in line. So on the inside of this fairing there's a captured nut, which basically just needs a nut fiberglassed into it. So what I'm going to do is basically put two penny washers on either side of the leg. That's right, there's a little bracket here basically. We're going penny washer either side. And find the hole. It's there. I'm just using a socket to give me a better grip on it, and that's working. It's more in line. Again, I'm not tightening them all up yet because it keeps saying in there, do not tighten them all up, do not tighten them all up, which is kind of obvious. This is obviously doable one person, but two people for this job would be really handy. I put the brake hose clip they provided over the brake hose, and then that now goes through the hugger into the thread that you've attached with that clip. Without a doubt, this is one of the fiddliest nuts I've ever had to try and get in. I know roughly where it's got to be now. Right, I've just screwed the nut into the clip so it's got it in just the right place. I am placing the screw through the hose clamp, putting the washer on, bringing the hugger down in line with the hole and pushing the bolt through. Okay, so I've got the hugger on. It's only one bolt here which is easy, one bolt in the back here which is a little difficult to access but it's easy, and one bolt on the other side which I personally say was a complete nightmare on my own. Two people, I doubt it would have taken 5 minutes, so if you just got lucky with the first push, I had trouble, but it's now on, it's solid, it doesn't seem to be touching anything. I only really know how well it all fits for definite, like running wise, when I get the bike on the road, but it's, no, it looks nice and it fits in well. So now I've just got to reconnect all this stuff. I'm going to get some rubbing compound and just go over the bike and try and get rid of as many scratches and little marks as I can. You know, you don't really notice the little scratches, but if you see lots of little just grubby marks, that's stuff that you just have to take the surface off just to get rid of them. It really does make all the difference, like that. I think someone used this for carrying luggage and there's wear marks from the straps. It's a slight shame, but never mind. I can't wait to see it properly out of this garage because I haven't been able to look at it from a distance this entire time, so you know when you really can't take it all in, but anyway, thanks to Skidmarx, that's Skidmarx. Okay, so it's Skidmarx. Very nicely made stuff and a lot cheaper, as I say, than the other alternatives I've seen out there. So the links in the description for their website, check them out. Really good, really impressed. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this part 5. Where actually all we did was we put 4 screws in, well I took 3 screws out and put 3 screws in. But my god was that some faffing. But yeah, not difficult, just getting everything lined up, and as I say, 2 people, oh, it would have been so much easier. Thanks for watching. Next, I don't know. I've got a couple more bits coming for the front, and I have another thing coming hopefully soon. I'm working in negotiations with someone to replace kind of a major thing. Oh, one thing I do need to do though is I need to get some white spray paint, take off this front belly pan and respray it because it is chipped to buggery.